What's up guys, the Galaxy S4, as you probably know, got announced yesterday in New York City. You can see pictures of it here. If you watched the event like I did live at 11 PM in the UK, you would probably agree with me that it was really cheesy. And, I just don't know why they did it. They went proper Broadway. They did like little sketches with proper actors. I say proper actors, showing all the software improvements of the Galaxy S4 phone. I just thought it was, too cheesy. They didn't tell me, a bit of a geek, enough specs, enough hardcore specs with the actual device. It was a lot more software based. But anyway, they did announce the device. It is here. It is coming probably around April the 26th, I think the date is. So get your pre-orders in if you want it. And here it is, guys. Let's check it out. And you wouldn't be, you wouldn't be a fool for thinking that this is the Galaxy S3, because it pretty much looks like the Galaxy S3. It's just a little bit more square. They've done a lot of software improvements, which I'll talk about in a minute. But the device pretty much looks the same. You've still got the physical button here. It comes in frost white or something black, but basically white and black. And yeah, the device is thinner and lighter than the S3, even though it's bigger. So that's nice. It's a 5-inch display. But yeah, pretty much looks very similar. Basically a small Note or a bigger S3, I think is the way you need to think of it. So yeah. But anyway, let's get to the specs, because that's what we all want to see. So firstly, the device is LTE compatible in some markets, well, pretty much all the markets. But what they're going to do, guys, is they're actually releasing 2 models of the phone, which I'm not quite sure why they're doing this, because both models are LTE compatible. They're releasing one with a CPU with the Qualcomm Snapdragon 600 with the Adreno 320 GPU, clocked in at 1.9 GHz, which is very high. The other one, which is kind of the preferred one, which will probably be the international version, comes with the Octa, which is the 8-core CPU. Well, it's actually two 4-core CPUs, one with a clock rate of 1.6 GHz quad-core and the other with a clock rate of 1.2 GHz. And the difference there is, guys, the 1.6 GHz is Cortex-A15, the 1.2 GHz is Cortex-A7, and they switch between the two to help with power saving and performance. So that's going to be quite exciting to see how much that really makes a difference. But yeah, I don't know why they're releasing that. Maybe the Octa's got some, maybe they haven't got enough of them to shove in all the phones. I don't know. Maybe there's something else. But yeah, let's get into it. So you can see here 130 grams. It comes in at 7.9 millimeters thick. I'll do a video comparing it to the S3 properly when it's released, and I'll do a spec video as well a little bit later. Comes with the Gorilla Glass 3, which is nice. So the newer version of Gorilla Glass should be more solid, less easy to crack, all that stuff that you expect. Micro SD card slot, they've kept that. It's got the micro SD card. You can have up to 64 gigabytes. The variant comes in 16, 32 and 64 storage capacities, 2 gigabytes of RAM, as we'd expect on such a high-end smartphone these days. And what am I doing? I missed out the display completely. Let's go back and check out the display. So this is kind of a big deal. It's the Super AMOLED display. So, you get the vibrant colors, great contrast, great blacks. A full 1080p display here, guys. So 1920 by 1080p, 5 inches or more likely 4.99. Apparently we're rounding up to 5 inches now. And a pixel density of 441. Now, what it doesn't say here, guys, or what I have researched, is it is a pentile display. So it's not a Super AMOLED Plus display. But on such a high resolution screen and on such a high pixel density, you're probably not going to notice the subpixels anyhow. So I still think the screen is going to be absolutely fantastic, considering the screen on my S3 is really nice. This one's going to be even better. So yeah, that is the screen, guys. Moving on, we've got all the Wi-Fi stuff, AB, GN, AC, dual band, Wi-Fi Direct. All the buzzwords are all there. You've got Bluetooth 4.0. You've got a 13 megapixel camera, which is a nice upgrade from the S3. And I'm going to say some of the camera shots did look very, very nice. There's loads of these different software features, guys, like dual shot, simultaneous HD video and image recording, all that sort of stuff I'll talk about in a second. 2 megapixel front-facing camera, both are capable of shooting 1080p as we'd expect. I've just told you about the Exynos 5 Octa 5410. Like I said, it has well, basically 2 CPUs that are quad-core each, so 8 cores, but they're not 8 cores in total. You'll never be using all 8 cores. It'll either be using 4 Cortex-A15 cores or 4 Cortex-A7 cores to save battery. In the Exynos version, guys, you've got the PowerVR SGX 544 MP3 GPU. It is a high-end GPU, but I was kind of expecting the new Mali. I would have preferred the new Mali GPU, but nonetheless that GPU is okay. Talking a little bit more about the GPU, guys, it's using a very similar chip to the chip in the iPhone 5, so the performance should be pretty similar. Let's not forget the Galaxy S4 is running at a lot higher resolution, so that will take a hit on the GPU. Saying that, guys, the kind of rumor is that the PowerVR in the S4 is going to be running at a higher clock rate, I think around 500 megahertz, in comparison to the iPhone 5's 350. So the graphics performance, I think, is going to be about similar. You know, the updated GPU, slightly updated GPU on the S4 and the higher clock rate is probably going to counter the fact that it has a 1080p screen. So the performance is going to be pretty good in terms of GPU, but again, nothing crazy. And all the other stuff here, it's got a nice big battery, guys, 2,600 milliamp hours, but it needs it considering it has a 5-inch display, a HD resolution, and all that other stuff. So it does need the battery, and we'll have to see how far the battery lasts. Now, the specs, you know, they're just numbers. That isn't what Samsung's really about anymore. They've kind of moved that away. They increased the camera size, they increased the display resolution, they gave you a better CPU, which I actually thought was going to be 1.8 gigahertz CPU, but it's actually 1.6, so I'm a little bit disappointed about that because I thought it was going to be 1.8. But yeah, where they really took, well, what they really did, guys, is change the software, and you can see a little bit here. You see, they've changed the status bar to be completely see-through. Everything is software based. That they've made all the changes, really. You know, they've given you this kind of dual shot thing on the camera, so you can take a picture while you're taking a picture. It takes a picture of you as well, and you can put that in the picture, so you've always got a picture of what you look like as you're taking a picture of someone else. They've also done something with like taking pictures and audio at the same time, so you can take a picture and it'll also save the audio before and after, so you have a picture with audio, if that makes any sense. It's kind of complicated to describe, but nonetheless, it's a feature. They did loads of stuff with kind of gestures. You can swipe your hand across it, swipe your hand up and down in the browser, and it'll move the page up and down. It also has an eye scrolling thing where it'll track your eye. If you move up and down the page, it'll scroll. If you're watching a video, guys, and you look away from the device, apparently it'll pause the video. If you look back, it'll play it. All nice stuff, but it's all software based. Nonetheless, it's all quite exciting to see. They've also implemented the AirPlay thing, which is from the Note. Basically, you can hover your finger over the screen and you'll get kind of a preview of what you're looking at. So if it's pictures, they'll kind of blow up to a bigger size. If it's an email, you can read a preview. All that sort of stuff is there. Like I said, you can see what I mean. It's basically all software based. And apparently a lot of this is coming to the S3. So, you know, we'll have to see whether or not it's actually worth the upgrade in the next video I'll do. But yeah, I mean, it's not very different in specs, but really what can they do that's much better in terms of specs? You know, it's all software now. You know, it has got Android 4.2.2, which is nice to see, so they're right up to date with the Android version, as you would expect. But yeah, there it is, guys. It's the Galaxy S4. The event was kind of underwhelming for me. I don't know what I expected, but I expected a little bit more, I guess. I didn't get it, but the device is here, the Galaxy S4. I'm sure some people will be really excited. I'm sure some people won't. Let me know what you guys think. See you later.